Miami is everything wrong with the society.
American dystopia. It is the city which perfectly parodies America as a whole. It's where the country's billionaires have decided to live next door to each other. Jeff Bezos bought this $100 million home on Indian Creek Island, then bought his neighbor's mansion right next door. This ultra
I don't know why, but when I think Miami, I just think money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that's where people go when they're wealthy, they're affluent, I'm saying, they have a means to buy nice ass, big ass property. Now, I'm not naive enough to think that Miami, not Miami, but Florida as a whole is just like any other fucking state in America where it has its nice ass areas and then it has its slummy areas, poor areas, like obviously. But when I just think Miami in general, I've never been. I want to go. Hopefully one day I could get to travel there. But when I just think Miami, I just think like all you niggas have money. Like, all y'all got some, like y'all nepo babies. You got your own business. You do something. You do something to be able to afford your lifestyle, to be able to fucking live full time in a city like Miami. That's just so fucking expensive.
exclusive billionaire bunker contains a 300-acre man-made island with its own private golf course that looks like something straight from Dubai. Across the street is Mark Zuckerberg's residence. Then you have Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump owning property there, along with Howard Schultz, Sergey Brin, and Larry Page. You might even bump into Peter Thiel down at the local Equinox, where you can just casually go past one of his many houses.
Indian Creek in Miami is called Billionaire Bunker.
Big businesses are moving here from all over the world. The financial center is packed with companies like Citadel, Nvidia, Uber, Microsoft, and Palantir, which even recently moved its HQ to Miami. This is what the Miami Beach mayor has to say about the city's meteoric rise.
This is going to be the next finance hub of America.
Wait. The mayor of Miami is Jewish? Not saying anything is wrong with it, but I never knew that. I'm learning something for the first time right now.
Forget New York and LA, Miami has become the city everyone aspires to break into, spawning a whole new generation of OnlyFans girls, crypto bros, and anyone else clinging to the idea of who they want to be. On the surface, the city works. We visited, and the first version we found is the side you see on TikTok. Huge modern mansions, yachts, and massive boats parked outside in the harbor. You could even see Indian Creek from a distance, but could never get near it. There are patrol boats everywhere and a fortified gated entrance. But we also found a completely different side to Miami that isn't in the reels and podcasts, but not in the obvious way like Las Vegas or Los Angeles. Miami sells itself as the real deal, with real money, real businesses, and a real vision of the future. And for a moment, you're convinced. The whole city is essentially a stage set arranged to look like a paradise. Drained, filled in, paved over, planted and replanted. All by a series of developers over the years, all of whom saw immense potential in a humid, mosquito-infested strip of swamp that nobody wanted to live in. The palm trees that line every boulevard aren't native to South Florida. The majestic royal palms were imported from Cuba. The coconut palms came from the South Pacific by way of the Caribbean. Even the sand on Miami Beach itself gets trucked in every few hours because the real beach keeps washing away. So this is a place built on appearances, so it's not really a surprise then that it's the global capital of an economy that runs on them. Take this guy we met in Brickell, wearing camera sunglasses and making content by hitting on girls.
And that's where a lot of, I was wondering if he was going to bring that up, because it's not just the OF demons that stay in Miami. It's not just the crypto bros. Not just the, you know what I'm saying, your everyday run-of-the-mill fucking Andrew Tates and red pill wingers. It's a lot of content creators, specifically these guys who, you know what I'm saying, they go around and they go talk to people on the street with their nice little fucking meta glasses and they just go riz all night. Like, that's what, like, when people think Miami, they think the nightlife and they think shit like that. It's like, me personally, like, maybe I don't know if it's just me, but maybe Miami is just a place that I would just like to visit. But in terms of like permanent residence, I would just find a lot of this stuff like annoying. Like, I'm a city guy. Like, I would think that I would love to settle down in the city, but at the same time, everything that comes with the city, like especially a city like Miami. I just think it just comes off as a little excessive. It comes off as a little, you know what I'm saying, a little too much. Like I want my city to city, but I don't want my city to Miami, if that makes sense.
I just go around hitting on girls with that, bro. Pretty much it. The glasses, just flick it, record. Been doing it for a while now, like 2 years now. I was on TikTok one day scrolling and I saw this guy doing it. I'm like, yo, you know what? I could do that too. So I just bought him one day, bro. I remember I uploaded one video and then boom, my life changed forever.
He told us that Miami is his best market.
Best videos I've ever made was out here. Dude, I think I saw one girl, dude. Oh my God.
Out here?
Or right there by that like little trailer. It was fake, obviously.
Yeah, right.
Dude, her ass was huge. I was like, yo, like, I walked up to her, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yo, like, your ass is humongous. And I think, yeah, dude, I think she won the award for the biggest ass.
And then these are the niggas that ridge. Like you finally get a glimpse, right? You get a glimpse behind the niggas that fucking wield the POV angles and shit like that. Like these niggas are. This is not even what the video is about. I'm just about to go on a little. It's not even about to be a rant, but I just want you to know that these niggas are losers. Genuinely, like, genuinely, these niggas are losers, bro.
That is hardly surprising because Miami is ground zero for the looks-maxing movement. It was why Louis Theroux spent most of his time there filming his latest documentary Inside the Manosphere. There's also people like Dr. Miami, the city's most famous plastic surgeon who built a massive platform live-streaming Brazilian butt lifts from his clinic in a city that's become the BBL capital of the world.
On average, how many BBLs do you think you're doing?
A lot.
Like in a day? Or
Oh, no. And it's not a factory. It's not like 15 a day. I would say 2 a day, maybe.
Yeah.
1 or 2 a day.
How many butts are out there in the world?
Of Dr. Miami?
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah?
Thousands and thousands. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Aside from all the BBLs,
Like it's like the city of just fake shit. Like look at his fucking teeth. His teeth don't even look real. Like he obviously has veneers. They look nice, but it's just like teeth so fake to the point where if you stare at it long enough, them shits don't look natural. Don't even have like a natural tint of yellow to them or a natural just off white to them. But it's like he's just telling you that it's just like a city of fakeness, like where everybody comes to get work done, or you know what I'm saying, after they already got their work done, they just come and they all flaunt it and act as if they work for it or act as if it was natural. Like and maybe that's the most appealing thing to Miami. Like people are well aware that Miami is just a place that you go to. Like it's just a whole bunch of fucking, I don't know, just like degenerates, maybe, if you want to say that. And I'm sure like Miami wasn't always like that, but now especially with all the social media and everything being glamorized online, like you said, you got people literally just going in to get BBLs. And then after that, they go back to wherever the fuck they stay at, and it's just like, it just makes you think: is Miami as good as a location that people think it is, or is it just like another one of those places where you go and it's, you know, you just go there for something other than just to live and be in a nice environment? No, you're just going there to fucking be a part of the ongoing circus.
when you're out in Miami at night, you notice another huge part of its identity, the clubs. Miami nightlife isn't really a scene so much as the gravitational center the rest of the city orbits around.
Like just seeing that in public, I don't know. Like, I'm not even a person that goes out to clubs. I don't go out in like to the nightlife at all, but just seeing that would genuinely piss me off, because it's like, why do you have a portable tripod sticking from a fucking traffic light? We're just making TikToks outside in the middle of nowhere at nighttime. I don't want, like, this stuff is not corny to you people. It's not just like a little dystopian, just like a tad bit dystopian.
Most of the people you see at the airport end up at one of the club tables within the first weekend in town. We spoke to Sneaker, who resides in both Miami and New York, seeing how life really is in the center of Miami in Brickell, and why everyone seems to be moving here.
Well, right now I have a gun on me. I can't do that in New York. Like, everywhere I go, I'm strapped. The taxes are better, and there's more. Everyone says that this is a new LA. It's just like there's a lot of motion here right now. You want to be where the action is if you're trying to grow.
But he also made the same observation everyone makes about Miami. You need a very deep wallet if you want to actively get involved in everything it has to offer.
Most of the people in Brickell that live here are millionaires, or at least like close in terms of assets and in business. Yeah, I was in most of these people are millionaires. And when we were kids, being a millionaire sounded insane, right? But now it's just like pretty much almost everybody that I talk to around here that you see has $1 million, and it's crazy how normal it's become. I think 100K a month is was a benchmark.
When you talk to those running the nightlife, they tell you more about who's fueling the city's image. This is Nate, one of the top promoters in the city. He also moved to Miami from New York, and he's the go-to guy for crypto millionaires and hedge fund kids who spend 6 figures a night just to sit at the best table. He estimates Miami contains, in his words,
in Miami, you have the smallest but largest concentration of wealth anywhere in the country, and most of it's new money. So new money doesn't act the same way as old money. Old money had to work their ass off to get to where they are. They had to do all sorts of things over years and years and years, generations, to get to where they are.
And he puts his finger on the exact culture Miami has built and how it benefits promoters like himself.
New money, they pretty much snap their fingers. And
these earrings are interesting fashion choice. I just had to say that.
Money appeared. It could be the core sellers. It could be the crypto guys who pumped a meme coin. It could be, guys who started OnlyFans management companies.
The whole nightlife economy is driven by a ritual that Nate calls the parade. At a certain point in the night, there's a moment of suspense before the bottle girls march out from the back with sparklers and giant champagne magnums while the entire club is forced to stop and stare at whichever table is doing the spending.
There's certain parades that only certain people who are big spenders at the club can get. So then when I have girls out and I have a guy who's got like that $100,000 tab and he gets the 7K, I forget what the package is called, but he gets the 7K parade, entire club gets shut down. Literally all eyes are on them. They shine all the lights on the thing.
The biggest single table he's ever seen hit $200,000 in a night, and the people spending it were a group of crypto kids who got lucky on a meme coin a week earlier.
Those crypto kids have no concept of money. Most of those guys, what they did was they bet on fart coin before fart coin went crazy, and they became in.
They bet on fart coin. I have a love-hate relationship with money, the opportunities, especially in today's time, where how I love how entry level it appears. Like, I'm not gonna say entry level in terms of like making money it is now, but there are so many ways to make money, and like just lots of money. Like you just said, these niggas pumped up a meme coin called fart coin, like and they were able to make money off of that. It just fascinates me, but at the same time, it also makes me think that maybe the younger generations, my generations, we don't take money as serious as older generations used to, or maybe money shouldn't be taken as so serious. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we don't really. Like nobody really takes the time to question the system. It seems like that we create it for ourselves. We just play by the rules or play the game or advance the rules and advance the game. And it seems like we're if we're not already there in a space where, you know what I'm saying, it's just so quote unquote easy for a person to create an opportunity for themselves or take an opportunity or, you know what I'm saying, chase whatever thing or whatever goal that they desire, to attain wealth, to attain riches and fortunes and shit like that. Like I would think in this time it's more easy. I wouldn't say more easy. In this time, you can strike lightning in a bottle. You know what I'm saying? You can strike lightning in a bottle in this time period, as opposed to like it's more common as opposed to back in the day where you had to have a concrete plan. You had to follow a concrete plan. You had to have systems set up in place that fired off and had trickle down effects. So I know if I put this thing into place now, in 5 years it'll bring me X amount of dollars. In 10 years that'll go from that amount to this amount. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden you could post something, you could create a course, you could, you know what I'm saying, pump a stock and then wake up the next day and you'd have fucking hundreds to thousands to possibly millions in your bank account. It's just it is fascinating to me that we live in a time period that has so much opportunity, but on the other side of that coin, it sometimes feels like there's no opportunity for some people.
Literally a matter of like 5 days became 100 millionaires.
That is the definition of new money, making generational wealth from a fart coin because you were right on the Discord or Telegram server at the time. Nate also completely agrees with Sneako's benchmark.
So if you don't have money like that, where $10,000 is going to put a dent in your account, don't come to Miami. It's not worth it.
But the whole point is how this place has positioned itself to be aspirational, or as Sneako and so many others told us, the new Los Angeles. Or at least Los Angeles before that facade broke down and aspiring entertainers ended up on Skid Row. Miami doesn't have a Skid Row yet, but there's an army of younger people trying to fake it until they make it by renting supercars, running up debts, and pushing their lives into dangerous territory. And it's the same culture that's turned Miami into the OnlyFans capital of the world, for both the creators and the subscribers. You see, Miami has more registered OnlyFans creators per capita than any other large American city, with roughly 1,110 accounts per 100,000 residents, compared to around 617 Las Vegas in second place.
Well, Miami has earned a new title, and it is quite the scandalous one. The Magic City has been crowned the
Like, imagine the city that you live in being known as the OnlyFans capital of the world. Like, just imagine that. I would kind of feel like, well, me personally, I wouldn't, because I'm not a woman. So, you don't look at the everyday average man that you come across on the street or in the workplace or in public transportation or whatever. You don't look at that person and say, oh, there's a 50% chance that you do OnlyFans. But in Miami, every woman that you come across that looks relatively attractive, you have to pose that question. You have to, it becomes an instant thought in your brain. Like, there's a chance that you're not normal. You don't work a normal job. You don't work at a Sephora or a fucking gas station or a McDonald's. No, there's a chance that you do OnlyFans. It's a chance that you sell nudes. It's a chance that you sell feet pics. That shit is crazy. It's very crazy.
OnlyFans capital of the country.
Well, a new study found that most models on OnlyFans are right here in Miami.
Miami is also in the global top 5 for total money spent on the platform, with roughly $17 million flowing out of Miami subscriber accounts in 2025 alone. Sophie Rain is based in Miami. Black China started her career as a stripper in Miami before transitioning onto the platform. Even people like Mia Khalifa got their career starts here. The Bop House is a mansion in Miami where OnlyFans creators live together, producing content around the clock. They later upgraded to a $100,000 a month penthouse in Brickell dubbed the Gen Z Playboy Mansion. Well, this OnlyFans creator thinks it has a lot to do with the city's aesthetic.
So I think with the people in Miami already working in music videos, already working in commercials, in bikini shoots, and all these things that show off skin, I think it's not really hard to just go from one thing to another.
Sneako's friend Sonny Faz explained how this modern sex industry looks completely different from a few years ago.
Over 70% of the money is made through the chatting. Like, it's not through the $5 subscription like most people think. It's through guys trying to build an emotional relationship with the chick. Yeah. And like, literally, they think they're talking to her, and they're not. They're never.
And I always have this thing where it's like, how does it feel to know that these women, right, they're only able to fucking live in a place like Miami. They're only able to they're able to live there, survive, more than survive. They can fund their lifestyles. They can fucking buy 6-figure penthouses and stay there and live there amongst their OnlyFans peers because you niggas are fucking paying for their subscription. And what he says here is like, they're not even making their money off of the subscriptions of people. They're making their monies off of fucking chats. People that are like, you're literally texting fucking random dudes in fucking India running their OF chats because you're trying to form fucking emotional connections with a person that you've never been with, a person that you've never been in the same room with, person that you probably never walked the same streets with. And it's like we know this. Everybody knows this now, and it's like we just keep doing it. We keep doing it. It's like, brother, these, like, they're literally funding their entire lifestyles off your 9-to-5 checks. And and it's not just 9-to-5 checks, but it's like some niggas that's making 6 figures. Some people that's clearing $80K a year, $90K a year, fucking to even maybe some millionaires and billionaires, but it's like y'all are literally paying for them. If y'all niggas did not contribute to their OnlyFans, I don't even think they would have enough to stay in Miami. Probably not even enough to fucking rent a hotel for a weekend. They wouldn't have it, but it's like they're living life on easy mode because you're paying daily contributions to their OF accounts. It's not on them. It's on the men. Like, shame on men. Bring back shame. Bring back shame in these niggas. Bring back that. But make bank statements public. Fuck it. Do that. So we can see the guys who spend, oh, I just so happened to spend fucking 300 last night talking to fucking AI Sophie Rain. You're a dork. You're a loser. Like, come on.
Talking about her.
Behind every successful girl on the platform, there are so often powerful unseen men taking a cut of the profits.
Some of the biggest people, like, they'll start dating a girl and then it'll just be bikini pictures and then they're now having steak free. Like, that's stuff.
This is what we found when we made our last video on OnlyFans. Sophie Rain claims to have grossed over $100 million on the platform, yet she didn't post explicit content for most of her career. One single subscriber, a man called Charlie, who she says has a wife and kids, has paid her around $7 million, mostly for messages.
Shout out to Charlie.
Shout out to Charlie.
But obviously, not everyone is a part of the super rich class and can afford to pay Miami's huge bills. In fact, almost everyone is in debt. Florida has one of the highest household to debt income ratios in the country. Auto loan defaults across South Florida have been climbing for years, especially on all the high-end leases you see, so the Lamborghinis, the G-Wagons, the Range Rovers dotted around the streets. Even the wealthier residents are spending so far above what they bring in that they're effectively living one bad quarter away from the same edge as everyone else. Miami is what lifestyle inflation looks like at scale, and it's a warning sign of what's to come elsewhere.